All right, good morning, everybody. We are going to do something, I won't say new because we did things like this when we were back at school, but we haven't done something like this since we've been doing distance learning from home. So, what I want to do is I want to walk you through where to find this and how to find this on Schoology. Okay. It's going to be tricky. It at first it may not work very well, and you might be confused. But let me just say right up front, hang in there. Email me if you have a question. I'll help you. Watch this again, right? If you watch this and listen to us, and then you still can't figure out what you're doing, come back and watch it again, and maybe you'll get it the second time or the third time that you watch it. Okay. What we're going to do is what at school we would call a station lab, right? But during the station lab, I'd have things printed out for you and I'd be there and you'd be working in groups and it would be different. Well, I can't print things out for you and you can't work in groups. So we're just going to do our best to get the most out of this. This is different. I think it'll be a good way to learn, a different way to learn. And I think, here we are in week 7, and we probably need something a little bit different right now. Okay. So again, you got all week. You got all week on this. Don't try to do this in one day. You're going to go crazy. You have all week, Monday through Friday. So what you need to do first, I've got the page open here, is go to our um, main page. Don't do it right this second. Finish watching this video first, but you're going to go to our main page. And we're in Unit 4 right now. So you're going to go down to Unit 4, Elements and Their Properties, and you're going to click on that to open that up. Now, you saw this was last week, week 6, right? By the way, if you haven't finished that exit quiz from last week or that information from last week, do that first, okay? But now that you've done week 6 stuff, we're in week 7. So you're going to open up week 7. And in week 7, you can see that we have planned a station lab. Now, again, if I'm going too fast for you, you can pause this video anytime. You can back it up and watch it again if you get lost, right? But once you get into the week 7 folder, which is inside the Unit 4 folder, okay, inside week 7, you can see the station lab. So you're going to click on that, and that'll take you to this page. Now, these things are the things that, these 4 things are the things that you're going to need to do this week, okay? I'll get to the station lab in a second, but inside the station lab, there's going to be, it's going to ask you to watch it. One of the stations is a watch it station. And there's going to be a URL, a website that's there, and you can type in that website if you want to, or you can remember, oh, that's the thing Mr. Morgan said. There's a link to. So you can come back to this page and click on this link and get to the video in the watch it part. Also, in the research it part of the station lab, you're going to have a URL, a website you can type in if you want to from there, or you can come back here and you can go to this link for the research part. All right. And then finally, when you are all done, and only when you are all done with this lab, if that's Thursday, great. If that's Friday, great. If it's next week, fantabulous. Okay. That's when you take this exit quiz for this station lab. Okay. All right. So what I want you to do is click on the PDF of the station lab. And when you do that, it looks like this. And of course, that frowny face there is no good, right? But you got to come up here. You got to come up here to this pop-out window here, and you want to pop it open, okay? And what it's going to do is it's going to give you, your screen is going to look a lot like my screen with one important difference, okay? I'll explain what that important difference is in a minute. I want to scroll down through this so you can kind of see it. We can see it together. I'm going to go to the bottom first, okay? Because that'll tell you why we need to do the next thing we need to do. All right, so if we slowly go down through this or quickly go down through this, you can see a lot of different stuff, right? And I know this is a lot of stuff, and that's why I'm saying you have all week. So take your time, don't freak out. Take your time, you have all week. All right, keep going down through. You remember I said that research it thing? There it is, that's the research it part. Okay, there's the URL. You can see it right here on the research part. You can type that in, or you can go back to the link on the previous page. Okay. All right, we're going to keep going down here. illustrate it, all kinds of fun things in the Station Lab. But now at the very bottom here, now this is the part that I would print out, right? This is the part that you would be able to write on because I'd give you sheets and everybody'd have a sheet and everything and you'd write out your answers and that's what I'd collect. Well, we don't have that. But we do have Kami, right? So in a minute, I'm going to show you how you can open this up in Kami. But the reason you want to open it in Kami is so that you can write on these pages. You can use your stylus, or if you lost your stylus or your stylus is broken, you can use some other tool. Worst case scenario, you can open up a Google Doc and put your answers there. Not ideal, but if you can't use a stylus to use Kami to answer them right here, or whatever method to use Kami to answer them right here, you can always use a Google Doc. But I think the easiest way is to download this onto your drive, open it up with Kami, and then answer the questions as you're going along. Okay, but you can see there's some for Explore It, there's some for Write It, there's some for Illustrate It, Assess It, all the different categories of the lab. Okay, now I'm also going to tell you for a couple of these categories of the lab, you don't have to do everything. For instance, and I'll write this down in the update. If you'll notice for the Research It, there are actually 3 task cards. Task card 1, task card 2, task card 3. I'm only going to ask you to pick one of those. For Research It, you do not have to do all 3. You only have to pick one of those for the Research It. All right. Where is it? Write It. For Write It, there are also 3 task cards. I'm going to ask you to pick 2 of them. You don't have to do all 3. Pick any 2 of them. Write your answers in the appropriate spaces here on Write It. Okay. But again, this works best if you can download this onto your drive and then use Kami. You see my little blue K up in here? Use Kami to open it up so that you can write the answers right on the screen or highlight the answers. For this Illustrate It, one of the things it says on your lab sheet, color in, right? Well, you can't use colored pencils. If we were in class, we'd use colored pencils. We can't use colored pencils. But I think if you're good at Kami, you can highlight the elements that you need to highlight. And if not, you can just talk about what you would have done had you been in class using colored pencils. Okay. All right. So I'm going to go all the way back up to the top. Now, up over here is going to be the one place where yours is probably different than mine because I've already done this, right? I have already opened this up. The first time I opened it up, I downloaded it to my Google Drive. There was a little Google Drive thing right here. See where there's nothing? There was a little Google Drive thing there, and I clicked it. Okay, and I clicked it so that when I go to my drive, well, here we are. When I go to my Google Drive, hello, hello, hello. All right, there it is right here. Nope, that's not it. Sorry. Ah, where'd it go? Here it is. So now I can open it straight out of here with Kami. Okay. And when I open with Kami, now I don't have a stylus, right? But when I open with Kami, I can use all this things. I can make text box, I can do drawings, I can do erasing, I can do different colors and so forth and so on, right? So I can do that and you should do that. That's what I want you to do in order to do this most effectively. Okay. So again, I will write these instructions on the update, especially where I tell you you only have to do 2 write-its and only 1 research it. But you're going to complete this. You're going to complete this by doing the activities, all right, reading the instructions carefully. All right, for instance, this first instruction is a write-it, but it says it is recommended that you have completed at least 2 of the following stations before doing write-it, right? You're only going to have to do 2 write-its, but don't do any write-its until you have done at least 2 of these. Read it, explore it, watch it, and research it. Okay? So be sure that you read the instructions as you're going down. The second one, same thing, assess it. It is recommended that you have completed at least 2 of these. Read it, explore it, watch it, research it before working on the assess it station. In fact, maybe you should do all of those before you do the assess it station. All right? You can do these in any order you want. You're not sharing these with 35 other students. You're not working in groups. You can do it in any order on any day you want, and you have all week. And again, ideally, your answers to everything are going to go down here. Oops, where is it? Where is it? There we go. Down here, explore it, write it. Remember, you're only going to need to pick 2. Illustrate it, research it, you're only going to need to pick 1, organize it. Ideally, your answers will go there, but if that's not working for you, then if you want to put everything onto a Google Doc, that's great. And in the end, you will just share your document with me, okay? You'll just share it with me so that I can see that you got done, and then you'll take the exit quiz. All right. Good luck, everybody. And again, watch this video as many times as you need to. If you need to ask questions, please email me and we'll get you there. All right. Take care, everybody.